I remember in 91 riding a bicycle to a desk job answering phones in an office for a couple $100 a week.
I don't want to take things in a dark twist, but I did read as well that you said that losing everything.
Go dark.
No, go dark. We did say that the losing everything was one of the best things that happened to you. It was a real humbling experience, and I mean, talk us through that a little bit if you don't mind.
So, I had huge success in the 80s, and by the late 80s, early 90s really, but by the late 80s, things were starting to on the down sliding, and by the early 90s, I was broke, and I can't blame management, I can't blame drugs, I can't blame drink. It was me, and what did they say? Well, why? I said, well, the ego that drives you to believe you're going to get there, when you arrive, that same ego won't allow you to believe it's over. And, and so you continue to borrow against future albums, future tours, people advance you money until you get to the point where people stop advancing you, the band breaks up, the music scene changes, and suddenly you're standing there and no one's buying what you're selling, and you got no money, and now you got 3 kids. So it was a very, very, dark time, and it really brought me down to earth. And, I was riding I remember in 91 riding a bicycle to a desk job answering phones in an office for a couple $100 a week. People walking in, this is 91, 92. Twisted's heyday was 84, 85, 86. So it's not that long, and people going, hey, aren't you? And I'm lying. And I go, no, I'm not him. I just look like him. And they go, it's uncanny. And because no one would believe that guy from MTV would be sitting there at a desk answering the phone, but that's how dark and dire things got. But I would say it's the best thing that ever happened to me, because it forced me, first of all, it humbled me. It brought me back to earth. I think if I kept on my trajectory, I know I wouldn't be married. By 87, Suzette and I were separated. We've been together 47 years now. And I only had one child, but, we went to couples therapy. We worked through it. But me coming back down to earth and having a one person and one of the reasons we really broke up is because she never put up with my rock star bullshit. She was like, when you get to a certain point, nobody says no to you. Everybody says yes, man. And there's a woman I've known for years now, and she's a tough Brooklyn chick. She wasn't going to yes me to death. She was still the same honest person. And when you're a rock god, you don't want to hear honesty. You want to be worshipped. And Suzette don't play that. So, but I got, but it brought me, made me get back down and start over. And this time around, I was just more appreciative, respectful of people around me, of what it takes to, and the, what is it, the word? Delicacy of success. Mm-hmm. I mean, just because you have it, doesn't mean it's forever. And as I went into radio and TV and movies and acting and voiceover work, I've done really well in all of these things. And I remember, I'd be doing radio interviews and grabbing young, happening bands by the collars and going, parlay. What, you want to negotiate? No, parlay the success you have into other things, because it's not a guarantee that you're just going to stay there. For most of us, it was 3 to 5 years, and then your career dies off. The Aussies are the 0.0001%ers. Kiss, that's the rarity. Most have a window or a moment, And some of the bands like Lit, Guster, Biohazard, those guys went on, Lit, the guys in Lit, and they've told me, I'm friends with these guys, that you made me I took the money we were making off our successful album, and I bought a restaurant, nightclub, which he still has, a great club in Anaheim, California. And Evan Seinfeld went into porn. Hey, okay, that's your thing. But he became very successful producing porn films. We used his money for that. And the guys from Guster went into a whole ecological thing and green thing that his wife and him are very successful. So they've thanked me for sort of warning them, this cliff up there, and I fell off. Everybody says they're going to make it, but nobody tells you that it's not a finish line. We view it as one.
Yeah.
but it's just a point in your career, and now it continues on from there, and nobody ever prepares you for that.